Alright, that's better. It's Jeff and Pouncer. Well, it's Pouncer and Jeff. This is the Jeff and Pouncer show. We are in Pouncer Park looking for bugs. Let's see who shows up tonight. We have a nice crew of people that have been showing up. And one crazy cat. Oh, he was a bad boy today. You were such a bad boy. He was. He was bad, but he was funny. You know, bad. And I don't mean bad in the sense that, you know, he's a serval and he acted like one. No, no, no. I mean bad for Pouncer. Oh, he was so bad. I got a new laptop and I'm setting it up, and man, did he, well, did he ever like that? So he's pouncing the hell out of the keyboard. I'm trying to put in a password. He thought he had a better one. So he's typing. Oh, God, he was such a bad boy. He was such a bad boy. You were so bad. You were so bad. Then I put the computer. I figured I'd hide on the bed. Because who would think that he would go there for the computer? Yeah, he did. He went there, and then he pulled out the plug and he took the whole cord with him. He had a fine time. I didn't. He loved all the cables and the mouse. That was another thing. He thought the mouse was a mouse, you know, like his kind of mouse. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to keep this thing locked up. I gotta get a case for it now. Who would have thunk that, right? So, ooh. But Friday night, baby, after a long work week, I hope everybody enjoys some freedom. Because damn, we haven't slept much this week. At all. So, they say you can't catch up on sleep, but we're gonna. Now, he's looking for a cat that's usually here. There's a little white cat. Usually he looks there, but the last time we saw her, she was here. What's up, Danny? Been a while. I've been able to watch her live. Hope you're well. We're doing great. Thank you. It's Friday. Thank God. Pounce has been happy. I got a new computer that he was able to really fuck up. So that, what do you see, buddy? What do you see? Wait, chill, chill, chill. I guess the cat is there. So, how you been? What's the word with you? Do you own Denny's? What's up, Maddie? Is that a cheetah? This is Pouncer. He's a serval cat. And he sees a kitty cat that he wants to eat. Come on, distract yourself. Get away from that. No, no, no. He's been a very bad boy with kitty cats lately. And with computers. Come on. Good boy. What a good boy. Alright. You're amazing, Ollie. What is that? It's a cat, bro. It's Pouncer. It's Pouncer. Who is that? It's Pouncer the cat. The nicest serval you'll ever meet. Oh, you haven't met a serval. Yeah, he's looking for that kitty cat, man. Good, thank God. Stay busy. Wish I owned Denny's too. I wish you did too, man. You'd have a hell of a life. I don't know. Do those guys have good lives? I mean, I like going to eat in Denny's, but I think like owning a restaurant like that, man. Thing is, you gotta be there, right? I don't want to be in Denny's all day. You know, and I'm the kind. I wouldn't trust a manager to do it for me. I don't know if Denny's was a franchise or what. Come on, bro, leave the cat alone. Leave the cat alone. You have to think of something else. Think of something else. No, look at the garbage. How much was he? Nothing. I didn't pay for him. I own his dad. Come on, no more kitty cat. Away from the cat. Look at the pole. Go up your pole. Climb. No more cat. I'm not kidding. Deflate your tail, please. Alright, this is one that pounces trees. But usually he goes around the park 3 times before he'll use it to scratch his nails. He's got like a whole ritual here now. He's just a little bit, you know, OCD, like me. Right? Right? You're a good boy. What do you think? No, bitch, shut the fuck up. Don't make things up. Get the fuck out. I hate people like that. He's 6 months old. I hate when people come in here and they suggest that I let him go, let him free, or they make up some BS, like I didn't rescue them, and oh God, I don't want to hear it. I say that. Austin Fouts, how are you? Do you have a problem with it being nice when it's hungry? No, he's always nice. How much food? Lately he's been eating a lot of birds. He was on a grind for a while. The legality depends on the state. Of course he's legal. Um, he was eating a grind, which he still eats since he was a baby. It has all sorts of stuff in it. And now I've been getting, let me read this idiot. I've been getting him birds and whole prey, mice, rats, quail, chicks. So any problem with alpha? Nah, not at all. Is that a baby cheetah? He identified as a cheetah, but he's a serval cat with an S, serval. They're wonderful. Well, they're a lot of work, but if you want to do it, then they are wonderful. They're funny. They're so funny. All they do is play all day. Right now he's just a little sleepy. He's sleeping in the car from playing all day. Wait. He does this thing where they're so fast, and he runs to the end of the leash and does a zoomy in the air. So how you doing, Austin? Ocelot. No, Serval. Serval. Serval cat. They're from Africa. That thing is gonna maul your face off when it gets the chance. Thanks for letting me know, man. I'm glad we have an expert here. Let's get rid of this idiot. A lot of dickheads tonight, huh? See, I'm not the punching bag for internet ways. I don't do that shit. We don't get down like that. We're just here to interact with people that want to hang out and chill with us on a Friday night. I don't want to hear crazy shit. Not now. What's up, Almighty King? How are you tonight? This is Pouncer. He's a king too. He's king of the Serval Cats. Well, actually, Swaggers, his dad, is king of the Serval Cat. He's a prince. Talk advice about owning a large cat. He's actually a medium-sized cat. A wolf dog, huh? There's too much, man. It's just like, do your research before you get one. Have an outdoor enclosure that's at least 50 by 15. Be sure you have the resources. Make sure they're legal. Don't do it illegally. Talk to your wife. Understand you're going to get injured at some point. It's just inevitable. It's a tremendous expenditure. It's going to cost a lot of money. So you got to take a lot of things into consideration. Do a lot of research. Things to know about a Bengal. A Bengal, hi Michelle. What's up, Jailbad? Bengal is a mix between an Asian leopard cat and a regular cat. Bengals confuse me. I don't really believe Bengals are what they say they are. Asian leopard cats, they're very reclusive. They're very nocturnal. They don't come here. You ain't going in there. He wants to find that kitty cat. They just don't like people. But Bengals do. Like, they have totally different personalities. So I'm not the guy to ask about Bengals. I think a lot of it is a scam. They have beautiful patterns, but they're not wild animals. They're just not. My neighbor has one. What's up, Gabriela? May out to you too. You're a pro wrestler and it challenges me every week. What does? That's cool. You're a pro wrestler. What challenges you? Are they loud? Michelle, I'll tell you something so funny. He doesn't really make many sounds except when he's pissed off. He goes, "Arr!" Or he'll hiss a little bit once in a while. All Servals hiss, but he doesn't. But today, he was in the car like an hour ago, and I got him a new bed, and I put it in the back of the car, and he purred. He never purrs. He purred so loud, and then he came to the front seat and just purred in my ear, like saying thank you. So today, yeah, he was loud. What's up, Mooney Moon? That's cool. Well, your being here is cool. Thanks for stopping by. Spend a little time with us in the park with Pouncer. You in the States? Yeah. We stay in 3 different states: Alabama, South Carolina, and North Carolina. There's a lot of bugs here. Slow down, buddy. I'm not as fast as you. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I scared you. You got bobcats. Wow. You got them on trail cameras. Yeah, me too. I only saw one in person one time. I love bobcats. I don't know anyone who has a bobcat, but I do know people who have lynxes. And it's like they're the same thing, even though they're from different continents. And they can breed. Like, uh-oh. Wild star, what's the word? So yeah, I love bobcats. And this zoo where I volunteer, it's more like a conservancy place, but you would say it's a zoo filled with cats. They have a bunch, and they look just like the lynxes. Mercy Blockman, how are you? This is Pouncer. Has he met a dog? He's met dogs. He's scared of them, because they're bigger than him. But the little ones don't bother him too much. He's still learning about them. I don't know what a pulley cat is. I'm sorry. I'm good. Thank goodness. Thank God. You don't want to be bad on a Friday night. You can be bad. Hey, Brittany, you can be bad on a Tuesday. Tuesdays suck. Or a Monday. But Friday, you have to enjoy yourself, right? What's up, JK? Email. What breed? He's a Serval. He's a Serval cat, an African Serval cat. So he's a true African American. Alan, how are you? Alan Castillo. Thank you. A Castillo in Spanish is a castle. I have school both days. What do you mean both days? On a weekend? Oh, Monday and Tuesday. Sad tonight. My 7-year-old black cat died. Oh, man, I'm terribly sorry. I know that pain. I'm so sorry. I am. Do you need a license for him? Depends on the state. Monday and Tuesday. I got school too. But not tomorrow and not the day after. And not tonight. That's racist, man. I don't think so. Pouncer, are we racist? Are we racist? Nah, we're cool. You see, here's where he finds his crickets. You can hear them, but he has, oh, shut up. Let me get rid of this idiot. I just don't want to hear it. You know how I am. I don't put up with a lot of shit. Thank you, JK email. I just, look, I give what I get. This way. This is not normal for you. Yo, what's good, Guru BK? Hope you and Pouncer are good. We're chill. We're having a nice night. Is that a leopard? Hi, Brittany. Oh, no, but, God, I hate when you do that. He pranks me. Chill out. I can't go that fast. They're related to leopards, though. They say leopards come from servals, and he's a serval. I hate when he does that, man. He runs to end the leash, goes up in the air, then he spins. He does these flying zoomies. Oh, God. I can't keep up with that, bro. And I can't show you because it pulls me all the way out in the phone. You can't, there's no way to stay full-bodied, you know what I mean? You're going to kill me. He likes to work me out. He gets even because I work his ass out, too. Thank you, Brittany. He says, you're cute. Oh! Give him more rope. I don't have any rope. Oh, you mean more leash? Nah, not tonight. We have 17 different leashes. He's got a bunch of retractable leashes. But here, no. Because, there's all these animals that he wants to kill. And he could reach. He could reach that way. You crazy. Chill out. I can't go that fast, bro. So I don't want to have him hurt any animal. Leah. Big kitty. Brittany. He's a big boy. And I tell you what, man. He has always been growing a lot. If you watch the videos, you'll see him since he was an itty-bitty thing. But now that he's eating whole prey, like birds, and he's been eating, gerbils and rabbits, you'll see he's been growing more. You aren't messing with venomous, right? Yes, I am. I definitely have a postal stakes, and I have 147. I'm just not posting them yet, but soon. What's up, Shelby? How you doing? Sarah, is that a lynx? No. This is a Serval cat. His name is Pouncer. But we love lynxes too. I was thinking of getting a lynx, but it's not the time. And that has to do with a lot of the snake stuff, actually. Too much, I don't want to go. I don't take on too much. He loves bringing me in places I don't fit in. See, right back to the place with the kitty cat. He's looking for that kitty cat. Free her. She belongs to the wild. Get the fuck out, Dick. I hate people like that. If you would let him, people like, just let him go. You're telling me to kill my cat. He would die. They can't be free in Africa. They don't have. They've overdeveloped their lands on the food. It's 1104. Does he have siblings? He does. He has 2 sisters. One is very sweet, like him, and one is, not. Well, I'm sure she's sweet. She's just sassy. She hisses at you like crazy. I'm coming. I can't go under that sofa. When is the proper time to get a lynx? When you have, the space and the time to take good care of them. Like we have. I'm tired. You're tired. Oh, well. Go to sleep. Wait. They need big enclosures, and right now I'm using them mostly for swaggers and Pouncer. I could, mix it up, but I don't feel like I could dedicate the time properly. Where's his favorite place to be scratched? Like the side of his head, and his kissing spot is his forehead, as with every other animal apparently. Does he require food daily? Yes, sir, 4 times a day. And boy, slow down. Boy, does he love quail. Oh my God. You gotta slow down. I can't do that. He does this to prank me. I'm telling you. He runs, goes in the air, spins, then he goes on all 4s like a sphinx and looks at me like, ha, sucker. Or is he in an enclosure now, or are you just walking on it? Bozak, how are you? No, we're just in the park. But him and Swaggers they had 4 enclosures. Now they have 3, because I rented out one place. Although sometimes we go there to use the enclosure when the tenant gives us permission. And one of them is the biggest in the country, believe it or not. But right now, we're in park. They need both. Even big cats are just cats. Yeah, they have so much in common with regular cats, don't they? But they also have things that are different. Danny, you have a nice weekend too, bro. In case you care, Servals are considered medium-sized cats. Sorry about your manners. You have no bad manners. We're great. Thank you for asking. How about you, bro? I like Pouncer. I definitely just subscribed. Well, we're happy to have you. Pouncer, Sarah, subscribe. He's been waiting for you, We both have, thank God. If you're here long enough, we dedicate a spot to you. You get a spot, just like people sometimes get their name on a star. They get a star named after them. Well, you can get a spot named after you. You got to just be here for a while. Greetings from Arizona, homie. How was your day? Beautiful kid you got there. Thank you, Antonio Ramirez. That name rings a bell. You've been here before, right? Our day was awesome. Except that I got a new laptop and Pouncer decided to pounce the shit out of it. He was typing on it. He tried to put in the password. He's trying to destroy the keyboard. He wouldn't let me put in the password because he liked his password. I put up, slow down. You see? And he laughs at me. I put up videos about it. He had a good time. But I still don't have it set up because of him. It drives me crazy. So I gave him a quail. That distracted him for a while. How much does he weigh? Well, I would say now he weighs like 30-something pounds. It's getting up there. Good. Since I've been feeding him whole prey, he's been growing. He likes it so much. He's eating more. But look, it's healthy for him. He needs the fur and feathers and organs, and it makes him happy, which makes me happy. So, Sarah, what do you got? Any pets? Any guys have dogs or cats or lizards or snakes or whatever? If you have a quail or a rabbit, I'm sorry about that. But, look, I feel bad for the whole prey items. They come frozen. I don't kill them. He doesn't kill them, but I still feel bad for them. Brittany death is the... What do you expect at 17 years? Even Pouncer will die. That's uplifting. How affectionate is he? Would you say he's just affectionate? Servals generally, they're not like lap cats. They're not gonna just go on your lap during the day. You know, but at night when they're sleepy, they turn into lap cats, and they get all lovey-dovey. And then early in the morning when they wake you up, well, Pouncer and Swaggers both smother me in kisses. Although Swaggers likes to bite me in the ass at 3:21 a.m. every day. His favorite treat is quail. Okay, 2 cats, whoever, 2 dogs and a rat. Oh man, I'm sorry about the rabbit that Pouncer ate. Well, to be honest, now that I say that, he didn't even eat it. He played with it. I thought he would know to eat it. I don't know why he didn't. He just didn't. So I threw it out and I felt terrible. That particular rabbit, that one, I fed a lot of rabbits to snakes and other animals and Swaggers. But there was something about this one, man, that just haunted me. Like, I don't know, man. It just looked at me. Its eyes were different. It just broke my heart. I don't know why it was so different. Oh, parakeets. I love parakeets. I already know you white for this. What's up, Helium? Which means you're black. Oh, of course, a white person wouldn't say that. Oh, Swaggers is neither. He's sort of black spotted. But now that you mention it, I don't know anyone who has a serval who's black yet. I don't know. Why is that? Antonio, new Antonio. How you doing, bro? What the fuck? This is Pouncer. He's a serval cat. And I know he looks like a cheetah, but he's not. He's much smaller. And I rescued his dad from Cameroon. He likes to do that. From Cameroon, Africa. And his name is Swaggers, and this is his baby, and his name is Pouncer. That's the best synopsis I can give you. And I need new teeth. I got 4 teeth knocked out, and I need implants. It's so hard to talk, especially me being a language teacher. Swaggers is a trippy cat, man. The kids in my school say he's tweaking, he's bugging. I brought him to my class, and he yelled at all the kids. All they wanted to do was draw him, but he yelled at everyone. He hissed at everyone. Cheetah's tails are thinner. Why is he so jumpy? Or that normal? That's what they do. They jump. But this one, he waits till he's here. He's ritualistic. He waits till he's here 20 minutes. Then he starts doing that. And it's not that he wants to jump, because he has jumping practice after this. It's that he wants to prank me. He knows I can't keep up. I'm telling you. They prank you, these cats. So he runs really fast, tries to strip my arm off, spins in the air, then goes down and looks at me and laughs. How is he with new people? Strangers. He's terrible. He yells at them. But it depends on the person. There's this one girl at PetSmart, Aubrey. I put her some videos of her. And she understands. She keeps her distance. She waits. She lets him calm down, and then she waits for me to pet him. And I put her hand right under my hand, and then I take my hand away, and then he's okay. But usually he yells at them. He wouldn't bite anybody, but he'll yell at you. He curses. He goes, ah, This I can do. This fast I can do. Oh, that I can't do. Oh, I'm trying. He's just trying to get me in shape because I'm so fat. Where do you live? And you can have one. We're in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Alabama. You can have one in North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Nevada, Wisconsin, some other places. And then there are places like, I think, Michigan, Florida, Pennsylvania, where you can have it with a permit. He's trying to ditch you. Who's not, man? Who's not? You think he's a woman. I wish you would get tired. What the hell is that? It always happens. There's always some flashing light here. Is that my phone or what? So we're so excited. We've got this laptop. But, Pouncer was just so into it. I couldn't hook it up, really. I couldn't even get onto the Wi-Fi. Because he kept jumping on the keyboard and typing in his own password. Watch the video. If you think I'm kidding. And I'll tell you something else. Yeah, get one, man. Hey, Courtney, how are you tonight? Thanks for coming. I'll tell you something else. And you can watch the video of that too, if you don't believe me. When I'm sleeping, he goes to the thermostat and he cranks the heat. He knows to press the button that says heat and then to hit the plus button and go up, 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 up. And he cranks like 94 degrees. And I'm sleeping. And I used to think the heater was broken until I caught him in the act. So every morning I used to cool it down. But now that I know, I have to build a box around it. It's such a pain in the ass, man. It becomes like a sauna. Well, slow down. I can't go that fast. Why do you do that? So what is the word, Courtney Downs? Genius Kitty. He is. They're all smart, Swagger's extremely intelligent. Swagger's is so much smarter than me. I just prefer telling the truth about things. They do, Anthony. You can't imagine. Like if you're lying on a couch and your head is like, on the side of it, the cushy part, like Swaggers will come behind me, hit me in the head, and then I'll turn around and I swear to God he's laughing at me. They laugh. You have to see it. You turn around and you just see him with his mouth open. He's not tired, he's just laughing. They do things like that constantly. They'll run and jump on you and then just push off you, look up and laugh. They love to enjoy your surprise. But I love that. Even sometimes when he hurts me, he never means to. Well, Swagger does, but Pouncer never means to. But sometimes he'll scratch me if I don't cut his nails in time. And, as much as it hurts, I just spray some alcohol or I put on Neosporin. And I can't help but laugh. It's more funny than painful. It's really not that painful. Though sometimes if you're not wearing a shirt and he tries to climb you from behind, you feel like Jesus from the Passion of the Christ. That you do feel. Yeah, don't do that, bro. I can't figure out how he knows we're here. Whenever we drive, we went to Walmart and a bunch of places. I got a haircut. Then we came here. And without my turning the car off, he just knows. Hey, Brooke, how you doing tonight? Brooke Walker. Kitty. This is a kitty. His name is Pouncer. He's a good boy. He is. He's the sweetest serval you'll ever see anywhere. He really is. Just watch the videos. And look, I'm not saying that because we get money. We don't. They pay us a very little bit because I don't do it right. We make like nothing. But we do it for fun. And the moment it stops being fun, it ends. Good, Janice. I'm glad because it's Friday and you got to be good on a Friday. Although Pouncer's happy every day. There's so much we can learn from animals. Isn't there, man? Like animals, Jesus Christ, I can't go under this stuff. Oh, God. It's like jungle. Animals, they'll just love you. Me too, man. I love cats. Animals will love you, cats and dogs, no matter what. For the most part. Humans could learn so much from them. We have such conditional love. But serval cats aren't like regular cats. They're born like little dragons. Kittens, regular ones, puppies, they're born loving you. These cats don't give a fuck about you, and they want to mess you up. So you have to tame the kittens, believe it or not. You love all animals. What about snakes, sharks, and spiders? I love animals too, but I'm not a big fan of spiders. And I had a bad experience with a shark once when I was surfing. I wound up on television. Do you have a favorite person? Me. They only bond with one person. Every once in a while with two, like Chloe the serval. You could look her up. She's like an older, little chunky serval. She's beautiful. She has bonded with her mom, and the woman and the man, the mother and father, for lack of a word. But Pouncer, because it's just us, he's bonded with me. And even when there's a couple or a couple with kids, they're gonna really bond with one person, and it can be dangerous for the other people. You climbing? It's a good question though. But if you have a serval from a baby, it's going to love you, and it's really not going to like other people. And if you bring them out to places, what are you doing? You're making me dizzy. If you bring them out to places with a lot of people, they're going to start breathing heavy, which is a sign of stress. Which is why I'm getting him a baby stroller. I can push him around and he doesn't have to really see. One that closes, it has that black fishnet stuff. Ease up, bro. I can't go that fast. Ugh. Oh, man, you're making my arms longer. Damn. He's a crazy cat. This Pouncer the cat that everybody loves. Everybody loves Pouncer. And we do go out, though. When we go to Arby's, we walk in, everyone's like, Pouncer! I mean, the customers and the people that work there. And Walmart, half the place knows him. And Burger King, they give him chicken tenders. But he yells at them, why do you do that? Ugh! I hate that. It's the one thing I don't like about walking here. I wish I could say it, but I have to stop watching. Katu, you have a nice night. Thank you for coming. Hope we see you again sometime. Uh-oh, he is a bird. Even I hear it. Over there somewhere. No, we're not doing that. I don't like when he's in, like, plants that I don't recognize. How is he with children? Better. Because obviously children are smaller. And so, just like with a small dog, if you have a kid and the kid knows to, like, get down on his knees and act really short and has a toy, that'll do it. Then he'll be okay. He's good with children. Swaggers too. Swaggers loves children, and Swaggers loves dogs. They're different. Each one has their own personality. But they usually are good with children, unless they get very tall. And your gender makes a difference. Swaggers, he don't like me too much, but Swaggers loves women. I mean, who doesn't? But Swaggers loves women, and he hates me. And I have this girl come over once in a while. She's a photographer. And it's so embarrassing. Like, we go into his enclosure, and he, like, rubs his head against her. He's like, I love you, Brittany. And then he looks at me and he hisses. I'm like, bro, I raised you. I saved you from an African tribe. Are you fucking kidding me? You fuckhead. Oh, I go through so much pain with Swaggers. And he's bumping heads with her. What was that about, crazy? Wait, you got tangled up. Wait a second. Wait, Pouncer. Wait a second, you maniac. You got all tangled up. Why'd you do that? Are you pranking your daddy? Oh, God. You maniac. Oh, did you see what he did? He just jumped up and hit me in the face. He likes to do that. He likes to make sure that I know that he's still paying attention to me. They're just funny. Ever since he was tiny, I've walked him, and he needs to know that I'm here. Otherwise, he gets very nervous. He's never been on a leash without me being there. He's been off the leash in his enclosures, but, he always comes to me. Swaggers likes being out there alone, but Pouncer doesn't. And even Swaggers will sort of come, his enclosure is attached to the trailer, so they'll come inside a lot, especially at night. Pouncer will always sort of want to be with me. I had them both since they were itty bitty things. You're making my hip hurt. I do martial arts very seriously. I have a 6th-degree black belt in 6 martial arts, but I'm old, so it hurts doing it. And I did it today a lot, and man, my hip hurts. It's funny, if you do, say, karate or whatever for 10 years, and you get a black belt, like a legit one, people say, dope, man, that's so cool. You must be badass. But if you're me, and you say, I'm a 6th-degree black belt in 6 martial arts, I've been doing it for 50 years, and the people always say, oh, bro, I'm sorry, man. I hope you feel better, because they know it hurts. And they're right. Where can I get one of those cats? You have to really first do your research. There are people that breed them. First do your research. Make sure you're in a legal state. You're going to need to have like a good 30 grand to get started with the outdoor enclosure and all the shit you need at first. The cat itself is going to be a good 5 bands, so do your research and hit me up on Facebook Messenger after you've done it for a few weeks. It's Jeffrey, don't jump on me. Jeffrey Leibowitz, Leibowitz. If you can't spell it, just look up inland taipan bite and it'll pop up in every newspaper in the world. But you can always try Walmart. Sometimes they have in the back left. I went to Walmart today with Pouncer the Cat, and I had no idea where the hell I was. They moved everything, and I have Walmart. Well, I had Walmart memorized, and now I have no idea where I am. They changed everything, and I could see what they did. They were very strategic. So now, like when you go into the food, what's up, A-Swing? When you go into the food section, you're not seeing lettuce. You're seeing the sweets and the muffins. They know most people are hungry when they go food shopping. It's very strategic. Oh, through the legs. And they make it so the roasted chicken is in front, so you smell it right away. Walmart is the largest employer in the country, but they also, man, they have they use a lot of psychological games on people. Like the radio they play, that's not a radio, that's their own thing that they use, and they change it based on where you are. And like the candy they have in aisles, they have it lower so little kids can bug their moms about it. Like with many other things that kids like, you should notice it. And now they did it even better. And I was going through it. I used to teach finance, and I taught some stuff on that, which made me more aware. Oh, bro, you're gonna kill me. I'm sweating. What's your name on Facebook? Jeffrey. My last name is L-E-I, B like boy, O-W-I-T-Z. On Instagram, I'm Berimbolo Jeff, which I just don't want to spell. B-E-R-I-M-B-O-L-O Jeff, or Baby Pouncer. And on TikTok, we're Pouncer the Cat or Swaggers the Cat. You can use either one. Qué hermosura, mil gracias. Sonriente, ¿cómo estás? Smiley, ¿eres chico o chica? Pouncer aquí, él es macho, es un chico muy bueno. Y tú, es una dulzura de verdad. Es divino mi gatazo. Oh. What makes me tired is when he bolts like that. The other stuff I can do. I can do the jogging, the trotting, the walking. But when he bolts like that, oh God, it rips my arm out like the guy in the Fantastic Four who stretches. But I'm not him. What's up, Kevin Martinez? How you doing, bro? Thanks for popping in. What's the word? You see, they love being on the sides of things instead of like the open field because they feel camouflaged. Well, they are camouflaged. And what's up with us? You're doing good. Thank goodness, man. I hate when people aren't doing well on Fridays, It's like you deserve it after the whole week. I feel like even unemployed or retirement people deserve it on Fridays. Everybody does. Whether you're working during the week or not. But if you're working, oh goddamn, you need it. Just poop? Really? He never poops in the park. I'm so proud of you. Ah, what a good boy. What a good boy. Whatever happened to that abuse? Hey, Almighty King. Yeah. It's a long story. But good boy. I can't believe it. It's the first time he's ever pooped in any park. So I went to the place a million times. I'm feeding that puppy. Then it turns out like a bunch of real hoodlums come over to me and they're trying to scare me. They're like, the owner didn't come out. He didn't want me to see his face. But like all these thugs did. And they're like, he wants this puppy the way this puppy is, And they're all carrying guns. You could see them. They're showing them to me. And, honestly, look, that doesn't scare me. I'm always carrying, and I'm very capable of defending myself like that. So I said, all right, look, I understand that he owns the puppy, but don't you see this dog is out here with no food, no water, no identification, no collar, nothing. Doesn't that hurt your heart, man? I mean, I know you're a tough guy and all that, but, are you a heartless fool? Can't you see what's going on here? And so they say to me, this is the hood, bro. This is the hood. I said, is it the puppy hood too, man? Does the puppy have to live in the hood? So I called animal control several times, and I kept going there, and I put up ads in every Facebook chat group, and nobody wanted him. No one would take him. So I believe he's in animal control. I've been calling them. They don't like me too much because they know about, they know that I got bit by that venomous snake, and they took my snakes and they burned them alive, and they know that I know that. Scumbags. So, they don't seem to respond to my calls too much, but I, have every right to know. And if they piss me off, I will sue them and I will win, and they know this. So I don't know what the well-being of a puppy has to do with them being pissed off at me, but I believe they have him. And I was thinking, you know what, man? If no one takes him, I guess I could do it. I'd have to make a lot of arrangements. I'd have to hire more people, but, I guess I could do it. I don't want to see this puppy put to death. And what really pissed me off, man, was that night when I first found him and posted that, the cop says to me that animal control says they can't come because it's a sweet, loving little puppy that's been abused. It loves being pet, but then it sort of curls in a ball and gets scared. But if it was vicious, they would come. To me, that's absolutely absurd. Because, most people won't adopt a vicious dog. But here's a puppy that everybody wants that would get adopted. So where are these people's minds at, I understand they're thinking that the vicious dog is going to go out and kill everybody. But, it's not. It's going to hide. Let me see. Hang on. They hid your comment. So the puppy's not at the house. No, and I just went there too. No more. That's good. Hopefully they do have him. Yeah, well, so kind of control. Yeah, man. It's like, you would think people in animal control love animals. They don't. They burn my snakes alive. They put them all in one container. My neighbor has it on video. And they took them to Myrtle Beach, and in that bucket, they kept the rattlesnakes to themselves, or they gave them away. He just heard them talking about doing that. And they burned the other ones, mostly babies, alive. And people are listening to them as if they were right, It's like, you got to be kidding me. Even if, they're lying, saying the conditions of my house were bad, that I had them in bins. I did have some in bins because I was just moving in. So I was moving them in bins, and I was going and getting their tanks. But most weren't in bins. So they burned them alive? I mean, really? Does that make sense? I mean, I have a chat group with 52,000 people, and most of them would have been happy to take those snakes. They're so well known. People would have loved to have done that. But instead, they burned them alive. Like, that makes sense, to no one. It shouldn't make sense to anyone. What are you doing, bro? Just chilling now? Good, thank you. Yeah, man, it is. I appreciate you. But, what are you going to do? And they took my cats away. They took my two regular cats away. And then, they realized just how bad they fucked up. And so they contact me all the time and, we're sorry. And you're sorry that you burned the snakes alive. That doesn't happen by accident. Some things can't be forgiven. I'd like to think I can forgive many things. What's up, Fungi? Or Fungi, 420. Good number. He is a weird dog. He's an American leopard hound. They look a little bit like cats. And this is his nightly bug hunt, which he loves. And I got him a ball, and I put it in the car in a bag in the front. And he's sitting in the back, right? But he knew. How did he know, man? I know we can smell everything and all that, right? But how does he know that something plastic is a ball? What, he could smell shapes? So apparently you can. So he goes up front, takes it out. I posted that too. I posted a lot today. Every day is fun with Pouncer, every day. It's just that it is a big responsibility, And he hates his babysitter, so I rarely do that. And every once in a while, I'll have a house guest, and the girl that was over for the weekend, 3 weekends ago, oh boy, he hid under the bed the whole time. Stargazer, what's the word, man? How you doing? So he doesn't like house guests. He doesn't like babysitters. And I just got a cleaning lady. And you better be good for that, bro. Not like last time. Because, oh, God, last time. I'm not even telling you what happened last time. Yeah, the cleaning lady didn't work out last time. You know. So I put up an ad in the community chat group here. And I said, I'm looking for a brave cleaning woman who loves animals. I should have put and is willing to die for them. Get out of that. You're not eating that. No, that could be dirty. Dirty, bro. No. Isn't it funny who likes to walk on these wood balance beam things? You're not eating that. And you're not eating the cat, you crazy fucker. Okay, that we can do. Daniel Santos. How you doing, man? I once thought I had this bad mental problem. And so, what's up, Eric? So I went to a psychiatrist, Dr. Santos, and he's from Spain just like me. And so all we talked about was the food in Spain. And so, look, we both said, this isn't going to work, you know. We just got along way too well. And never went back. And he said, to be honest, you just have migraines, is what it is. Good, I'm glad you're well, man. Is he the same size of an average cat? Well, can't you see he's bigger, right? You know, when I hold the kitty cats we have at home, it's like they weigh nothing. You know, on Pouncer, I don't know what he weighs. I got to weigh him. But he's at least 30 pounds. You're not going back there. That's as far as we go. Pray from Allahu. Assalamu alaikum. Are you from India or Pakistan? He is slightly bigger. No, he's a fuck ton bigger, bro. It's different in person. You know, don't bear in mind on the phone you're looking at in two-dimensionality. But in 3 dimensions in person, he's much bigger. All right. Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Yeah, you are stuck. All right. I'm not sure how to help you if you don't help me. You're going to have to... How'd you get so stuck? All right. You're a free cat. You're a free cat. Thank you, Eric. I want to know about your pets. If you have any animal, please tell me. Rob with the wrench. Are you a mechanic? What's up, man? Hey, he says hi, Mr. Pounce. Say hi, Rob. Hi, Rob. He says hi. Don't. He wants to bolt, I can tell. Look, I can run with you. I can run. I can jog. But I can't do the bolting thing. Because that's what they do when they hunt, you know. They jump, they bolt, and then they get tired. You know, which is really why he sits down. I do too, man. Cats are the best. Cats are the best. I love dogs too, and I love snakes. I don't know much about dogs. I only had one in my life. But the one dog that I would consider getting is a Kangal. You guys should look it up. Kangal. They have the strongest bite force by far of any dog. And, you know, if they see a pit bull, they'll eat it. Oh, he's so smart, bro. And they hunt bears and they eat wolves. Look it up. Kangals. Look up a Kangal. They tend to like they tend sheep. You know, they're working dogs mostly. They're from Turkey. And so if they hear, oh, not all of them, just one goes away. It finds the wolf. It kills it and eats it. They don't need to. They don't need all of them to go, oh, there's people. Pouncer found people. It's funny. He's walking towards them, but then he's going to get scared. We want to sniff him out? All right. People always trip when they see Pouncer. Let's see if they can see him. You're going to just get scared, Bobby. Maybe he's trying to protect his car from the people. Yeah, look, 2 people. What do you think of that? What do you think of that, bro? People. Say hi. That'll be the day. Yeah, he's so curious, man. I like that. It's a sign of good health. You know, do you have problems with the town? No. Everyone knows. And I'm trying to get to this park named after him, called Pouncer Park. Swaggers is the official mascot of Roxborough, North Carolina. People love swaggers, and it's okay. It's just people. What do you think you're gonna do to them? Oh, you're not gonna attack them. You'd have a heart attack, bro. And in Jose Magaña, ¿cómo estamos? In Roxborough is in the city. It's a tiny city, a very very small town in Person County, North Carolina. And once swaggers escaped, and so every day I would put up messages on Facebook and these chat groups over there around 4 or 5 o'clock, because that's when they're active, right? That's when he'd be walking around. And they would see him. There'd be sightings, and they would hit me up, and I would go, and they would go, and he's definitely plotting something. And then, we got to meet each other, and everyone got to know him, and everybody pitched in to help me catch him, because they all knew him from beforehand. I used to post him all the time, and Swaggers is a trip. He's so funny. So I caught him finally, and, I was so grateful, and they were so happy that they made him the official mascot of Roxborough. He's definitely plotting something. But he knows he can't follow through, because he's not going to attack a person. He would have a heart attack, like literally. But, he wants to smell them. See that nose? He knows. N-O-S-E. Pouncer's knows. Man, the things that he could smell is incredible. They sense everything. Too many things. It's like they get sensory. Yeah, I kind of like his spots too, to be honest. They have rings on the tail. They have spots and stripes. They're the only cats that have spots and stripes. It's like they get sensory overload, because they hear so well with those plates on their head. And they smell so well, better than any dog. And, they get information, I don't know if you notice, on their whiskers from the wind. So, like that, like they smell, but the smell is like, let's just say, regulated by the whiskers. Like if they smell something, let's say they smell a dog, but the whisker isn't blown a lot by the wind, they know it's closer, plus they smell it, right? Plus they know by their smell. So they sense everything. And, how do we know they don't have senses we don't? We couldn't sense that, right? Is he friendly to people? Not really. He's friendly to me, and he's friendly to children. What's it, Toya? How are you tonight? What is that? This is Pouncer. He's a cat. He can be won over, though. He can be won over. If you're patient and you don't act, you have to, speak his language. You got to lose your human perspective. You got to, give him a quail, which you'll find disgusting. You got to, take a stick and rub it on the floor so he can chase it. You got to give him a toy. Those things will win him over. But most people don't listen to me. They don't really do that. I'm subbing to your channel, the content. Oh, thank God, man. Because without you, we're nothing. What sort of cat? This is a Serval cat. His name is Pouncer. Serval. S-E-R-V-A-L. Look him up. You'll see all sorts of information. But a lot of the information on Wikipedia is inaccurate. You have to watch a lot of different people and then see where the overlap is. Because there's lots of nonsense out there. The people who tell you that they're easy house cats, they're all scammers that are going to try to sell you one that they don't have. There's a lot of scammers. Like 100% of the people that have a Serval or a Savannah cat for sale are scammers. Figure 100%. You have to really know someone who knows, legit breeders, who knows people that have bought from them and all that. It's a never-ending story. There are chat groups on Facebook just dedicated to Serval scammers. And you should see how many posts they have. So there's nothing there telling you where you can get one. They're telling you where you can't. Roadrunner, what's the word, man? Any more side effects from the snake bite? No, I'm better now. Thank you so much for asking. Whoa, wait up. Oh, Christ. Nah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Haven't seen you for a little bit. It's been a minute. But, thank God. I got so lucky. When I was bit by that snake, man, it was bad, and I was foaming at the mouth, convulsing. I was bleeding out of my eyeballs and every other hole in my body because it's got hemotoxic venom and neurotoxic venom. I was bitten by the most venomous snake in the world. It's called the inland taipan. Look it up. T-A-N-P-A-N. And I was intubated for 10 days. I was unconscious. My kidneys shut down. My heart stopped. Just pretty much dead. And what kind of snake? Inland taipan. And they called my parents. I'm 59. They called my parents and they said, your son's going to die. If you want to FaceTime, you can watch it. And then they woke me up, and they gave me a ton of fentanyl. You know what fentanyl is. And they woke me up, right? So the pain, it was still agonizing, but it was less. And they said, we loaded you up with fentanyl so you can die humanely. And this is one of the few things I do remember well. I said, I'm not going to die. You don't know me. You don't know me at all. You don't know the shit I've been through. You don't know what I've lived through. I will not die. I think that the anti-venom, yes, Mike, how you doing, buddy? I think that the anti-venom saved me from the initial terribleness. But after that, man, it was me who saved me. I did things that I've never told anyone about. Like there are things that, not that I'm so great, but I just know what to do. I've been through these things a lot, and I know what to do. I should make a post about it. I don't want to get into it here because I'd have to show you, and you can't see me when you're watching him. What country are you in? Latvia. Just kidding. The United States. What country are you in? We've been here 56 minutes, right? So we're probably going to leave after, in 4 minutes or so. Texas, nice. Texas is dope, man. I love Texas. You can get a Serval in Texas. All you got to do is go to Walmart and get a permit. Just like when you get a gun in Texas. You go to Walmart and you pay that little fee, and then you're good, right? In South Carolina, North Carolina, you don't need anything. In South Carolina, you need nothing. In North Carolina, they check a little bit. You see a ton of jackrabbits. Well, Swaggers and Pouncer would both love that very much. I feel bad saying that, man, because I think they're cute. I love Texas. You're from California. Where about, Daniel? I've been to California a few times for something called the American Booksellers Association. I wrote a few books. I went there to promote them. But, man, it was one of the coolest things I ever saw in my life. It's the ABA, the American Booksellers Association. Listen to this. It's not just about books. They have books. But they also have, what's up, Poppy Flower? They have all the new, latest technology. So when I was there, 10 years, maybe 15 years ago, there was this Arab guy from Lebanon, right? Didn't speak a word of English. I don't know why he was there. Roadrunner, hi, Poppy. So, bear in mind, 15 years ago, technology was different. You're in Jersey. Nice. You know Jersey City? I go to Jersey a lot. So, I speak Arabic, and I say to him, so what do you got? What are you promoting? And he gave me this pen, right? And I hold the pen, and the pen talked. It said tie, jacket, shirt. It even said the guy's name. It said table. It turns out that pen, whatever you pointed at, it knows what it is, and it talks to you. And this is 15 years ago. There was no technology like this. I don't even know if there's technology like that today. Oh, hey, Diana, how are you? He loves you too. Yeah. And so I kept asking, why did you come by yourself if you don't speak English? No offense. And he said, because I'm the Minister of Education and Culture. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. And no one knew that. He was all by himself. Those cats, they run fast. They're the fastest cats in the world in terms of pickup. Not in top end. Those are cheetahs. But cheetahs, they don't have anywhere near the pickup of Servals. He's fast. And he thinks I'm as fast as him sometimes. Well, maybe he knows I'm not. But he likes to pretend that I can go as fast as him just to prank me and pull him like that. Like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Acceleration, exactly. But you know what, man? When I get a car or when I have my motorcycles, I don't care about the top end. I mean, look, I've gone fast on motorcycles like everyone else. I've gone about 200 miles an hour, but it didn't really impress me. It's a thrill, but you don't do it all the time. But usually you're on the roads, right? So if I'm doing 50 on the highway and I want to pass someone, that's what matters to me, the acceleration, the pickup. So I'd rather be a Serval. And I like just going from zero, the quarter mile. I like doing that in 8 seconds minimum. He's a strong cat. He is strong. He's very strong. But I'm still stronger. I'll always be stronger. And I make sure he knows that. Bye-bye, Poppy Flower. Have a nice night. You can make morphine from what, bro? I didn't quite catch what you're talking about. All right, we've been here an hour. Pouncer, we got to start walking to the car. Our car is over there. Our car's a little bit fast. You're going to sub? Oh, thank God. Thank God. We're lucky to have you. People think I'm kidding when I say that, but it's true. Every person in the group contributes to the group dynamic. Get over here, this way. Everyone. So if a kid is absent from a class, the class is different. Even if you don't notice it. It was going through my legs. What are you doing? I can't. All right, now I'm sort of stuck. Bro. Come on. I'm just saying that when you have a group of people, online or not, that if one person's missing, that's usually there, you notice it. It changes the whole dynamic. Look, that's what my yoga teacher taught me. I'm going to carry you if I have to. Oh, you should see the zoom he does. He spins. Slow down, bro. We're going to the car. Like it or not, you got to do jumping practice. I got to work out again. I don't want to go now. Well, we're going to be going, so sorry. You know, we could come back later and I could show you him eating some quail and doing some jumping. Come on. Then you can watch him destroy my new computer. He's got great agility. Yeah, but I don't have great agility. That's the problem. But we help each other. He's really very good for me. You know, since I was bit, he's been the one that's really helped me recover. And I'm so much better now. All right, guys. I'm going to hang up because we got to go to the car. I think he knows that now. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you guys. Everyone have a wonderful... You stop. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. All right. Pouncer says goodbye. He loves every one of you with all of his spots.